Barrier is filling pretty quickly now. Coo Cullen's Leap comes up, and the farrier's finished his work on Orthopedic. And Corey Brown will remount Orthopedic in the barrier stalls. Alex Field has drawn the rails. He's almost there, Orthopedic. Here, here's Corey climbing back aboard. Black jacket, cerise cap. Favourite, red and black stripes, second pick, all cerise. Now they're ready. Last of the day here at Randwick, and they're off. Immediately Nasalia dropped out the back in company with Halls of Assembly, and Le Chasseur headed off by Si Senor King's Touch moving swiftly, followed by the Player and Sound Waves, and then Showtime Pete, Trap White Orthopedic, then Dudley Do Right, followed on the inside next by Alex Field, Straight Proof, and then comes Halls of Assembly, Barbarous Nasalia, and Absolute Coo Cullen's Leap at the 1100. Si Senor starts to string them out and opens up a length and a half on Le Chasseur, a half to King's Touch, racing a little wide, and then comes the Player parked inside of Sound Waves, a length and a half further back Showtime Pete, a neck on his outside Orthopedic, and 2 lengths to Dudley Do Right, followed closely then on the inside by Alex Field, and Straight Proof is wider out, a length and a half further off Halls of Assembly, Nasalia, Barbarous, and 2 1/2 to Coo Cullen's Leap. On the side at the 700 marker, no change in the order. Si Senor in front of Le Chasseur. In the third spot, the Player, followed by King's Touch, and then Showtime Pete, Sound Waves, Orthopedic wide, then Straight Proof, Alex Field, Dudley Do Right, Halls of Assembly. Barbarous called upon now from Nasalia and Coo Cullen's Leap as they swing, and Si Senor taken on by Le Chasseur. Length and a half to the Player. Alex Field's gone up nearer to the inside from Showtime Pete, Sound Waves and Orthopedic joining in. Barbarous on the extreme outside. They race inside the 200. Si Senor in front, Sound Waves, and between them the Player and Orthopedic, and then Barbarous. It's the Player just in front as they near the wire, and it's going to be the Player. The Player from Sound Waves, Orthopedic, Si Senor and Barbarous. Good go for the Miners. Straight Proof, Alex Field over on the rails, followed home then by another length and a half away Dudley Do Right, and then came further back in the field the Chasseur, Nasalia, King's Touch, Coo Cullen's Leap, and Showtime Pete last to complete the course. Number 3, the Player, has taken out the final event of the day, ridden by Huey Bowman. Number 3, the Player, winning the final event of the day in a terrific go. Let's have a look at the slow-mo replay for Miners here. Sound Waves is there, and Orthopedic is there. Barbarous is wider out, and that finish link shot just came up and went out fairly quickly. So those taking other commitments, away you go. So in the last of the day here, as we stand by for the judge to semaphore the numbers, the Player by O'Reilly from Sentimental, trained by Paul O'Sullivan, and that gives Huey Bowman a winning double. Only jock to win a double today. He booted tutelage to the line in race number 2. Here we go, 3-7, and another look at the print. 3, the Player, ridden by Huey Bowman first. Number 7 is second, that is Sound Waves, written by Chris Muntz, and a further look at the finish links for third. So we won't hold you up here at the track. We'll send more news down the line on the last here in Sydney.
Okay, and thanking you, that's 3-7 with the Quinella 39.70, exacta 110.30, a latest check of weather in Sydney. It's now heading towards 38 degrees. The state of emergency is in place around the Canberra and ACT region. There's reports of 20 houses lost in the ACT. Back to Randwick, it's 3, 7 and 12 across the line. Orthopedic getting third. Fourth, we have to confirm. Now Toowoomba, 5 minutes off. Let's check on the ratings. This is the second race where Danehill Queen rates ahead of Lord Evil, then Magic Gold and No Direction, 6, 1, 2 and 3. Key ones in the market here, the Gary Gearin ride No Direction, which is widely drawn, is fancied ahead of Lord Evil, Steve Killen's mount. From there, Fascinations, Andrew Paramore's mount. And outside of those, Magic Gold and Danehill Queen for Rod Pittman are also well fancied. Top weights run fourth at Randwick, that being Si Senor. And a first for 4,367. Correct weight, as you can see, at Eagle Farm. We'll have the quality details for you at Randwick very, very soon. Now, Randwick with the player first. It's 3, 7, 12 and 1. On a very, very warm Sydney day, and a day in which the nation's capital has been ringed by fire, and the Canberra Greyhounds, for that very reason, have been abandoned later tonight, as one would expect.
And they're about to move up 2